Because I am so excited for our first guest today. Just a couple of weeks ago, she was crowned Miss USA in front of a national audience. Alma Cooper represented the state of Michigan. She's a second lieutenant in the U.S. Army who serves as a military intelligence officer. Now she is living her dream. Welcome, Miss USA.
Hi.
Alma Cooper, good to have you.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here.
Okay, so 2.5 weeks ago you were crowned. What's it been like?
It has been a whirlwind. I mean, I'm just so grateful to not only represent being a grad student. I'm a grad student at Stanford. I think that's the one thing that sometimes
Masters of Data Science. That's impressive.
And I'm just so grateful to have this opportunity and hopefully show young women that if you can see me, you can be me.
Right. I mean, you've got military service, master's degree. Like, what made you start in pageants and start to compete?
Yes. Well, I always felt like, you know, when I watched Miss USA growing up, it was like the Super Bowl in my house, that the women on that stage just represented so many unique things about America and the world, which is that we're a melting pot. And as Miss USA, I want to serve as a connector. And so I think that, you know, knowing that I could one day be on that stage and then finally being there was an incredible moment.
It was so fun. And we were talking, I competed at Miss USA. I didn't win. I didn't get the crown like you did, but what an incredible experience just in terms of learning about yourself too, right?
Yes, it is so transformative. I mean, just understanding and gaining a deeper knowledge for who you are as an individual, what things you bring to the table as a young woman, and how to use your voice to make an impact around the world.
And also learning how to interact with all different types of people, right, in our society, which you're going to come across. All right, so you went from Los Angeles, winning Miss USA. Now you're here in D.C. What are you doing here?
I have been in the Pentagon for a little bit between yesterday and today, and just, you know, getting a feel for all of the things that the Army brings along with Miss USA. And I've just been so grateful for all the support that I've received from so many people who have been on my path, whether in the military, within the Miss USA organization, and especially my family.
Every time I would get a text from her, I'm coming from the Pentagon, I'm coming from the Pentagon. So you've got some very important work that you're doing here, so we appreciate you taking some time with us. You're now going to start getting ready for Miss Universe.
Yes.
Do we know when it is yet?
It is in November.
Okay.
Yes.
So you got a couple months. How are you preparing?
I am just diving into, again, what makes Alma Alma. And I think that for me, that's service. And any way that I can continue to be of service, to be a leader, I think that as a leader, you know, your role isn't about a place of authority. It's about being of service to others. And that's truly what I'm dedicating myself to on the road to Miss Universe.
Is this something, like, how did this get instilled in you? Is your parents, like, where did this come from?
I think watching my father serve 24 years in the military, he actually gave me the oath when I graduated from West Point, which meant so much. And so just watching his career and seeing how he's dedicated himself to service, as well as my mother, has meant so much to me and really instilled a deep gratitude for service.
And your focus kind of, I mean, you're obviously working on just building these bridges and being an inspiration, but also food insecurity around the world?
Yes.
Why is that important to you?
So my mother suffered with food insecurity growing up, and actually 44 million people around the country suffer with food insecurity. And it's something that not only the United States faces, but around the world, this is an issue. And so I think that as Miss USA, just using my platform to make a bigger impact on food insecurity and being a voice for those who often go unheard.
Well, you're well on your way. You are quite impressive, Ms.
Thank
Cooper.
you so much.
I ask every pageant contestant in here, and we all have our own answers, but pageants sometimes get a bad rap, right? Of what people think they stand for. Why do you think they're still relevant today?
I think that pageants are the environment and the place to empower women, to give them a voice, and to show that not only do you deserve to be here, but you belong here. And I think that with this platform, I mean, the one thing I get to say and show people is that if you can see me, you can be me. And I know that with that message, that hopefully I can leave a broader impact on the world.
All right, you're amazing.
Thank
Congrats.
you so much.
I really appreciate you taking some time with us today. Alma's reign has just begun. Remember, cheer her on at Miss Universe in November, but keep up with her on social media. You're going to do amazing things.
Thank you
Best
so
of luck.
much.